Speaking of that guy, I feel like we could have prepared a little bit better. I re-looked over the notes.
Mm-hmm.
My one note for him was like, can science help? Is it good, or can I just keep using religion?
Would he have an answer for that?
Probably nothing I'd like to hear. Well, we don't have... Yeah, we'll make an intro one day.
Yeah. This one's just kind of like a regular Forehead Fables podcast episode. Guys, last month, what'd you think? We had some guests on. You guys have been begging for guests? And then Poop told me today that the comments were really divisive, where they were like, we hated those guys. What do you want?
Or
what do you
the
want
other
from
ones, those, divisive. Then there was some people saying, okay, all right, this will do.
That's as good as it got?
Yeah, it was either like, I'm going to fucking unsubscribe, I'm going to kill you if I see you, or like, okay. Well, technically it's a guess, yes.
I thought they were good.
I mean, yeah. I think it's interesting to speak to another person.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. And
another person besides another Sam.
Yeah. And get like kind of an interesting take on the world.
Yeah.
Let's go over what we learned.
Okay. So from
furry conventions.
Yeah. The pony person. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And then from kind of, what would you even go, like paranoid conspiracy theorist guy. I compared him to Dale Gribble. He reminds me of Dale Gribble from.
I saw you say that. Yeah, he's kind of like Dale Gribble.
He's a Dale Gribble type. The world's so much more interesting if you're a conspiracy theorist, I feel like. I wish I was one, because then the world would be so cool. It'd be so cool. Every little thing, you would see a double meaning in everything.
Yeah. It would. I can't even see the first meaning in things. If I read a book, I'm like, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
But I like the words.
Yeah. I read the Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, and I was like, so he was a bug. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shitty life. I can understand why he was upset. And then
Lord of the Flies, because they're stinky. I don't understand exactly, but it's interesting.
It is.
I would love to one day be able to pick up on themes, but I'm just not quite there.
Yeah, I think it takes a certain level of intellect to be a conspiracy theorist, and maybe we're just not there yet. Maybe we're just born to be sheep. Earth. Yeah,
I'm a sheep in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, and remember in that movie, they was it they? Is that the name of the movie? The one with Roddy Piper and the glasses? Is
it they come?
They live or something?
Right. They live. I think it's they live.
In that movie, remember like the stupidest guy was that homeless dude at the camp. And he was a conspiracy theorist. He was sitting like his TV, the signal was jamming. And he was like, oh, the fucking government's messing with my signal. Into the movie, he's in a tuxedo. They gave him teleportation. The aliens gave him ability to travel across the entire galaxy. Yeah. They didn't give that to Roddy Piper and his big fucking brain and glasses. They attacked him, So I feel like there's value to being just like an average person.
Roddy Piper, the smartest guy in the movie, that's just like, what the hell?
It moves like that, putting on sunglasses. Yeah. Like sometimes you look at them and you go, how do you figure that out? How do you put those on?
I would have used them as a hairband. I would have never even put them on my eyes. I don't like the way the world looks through regular sunglasses, let alone ones that make everything
look scary.
Yeah. I didn't really understand that movie. That was about aliens.
I thought it was just like glasses that make skin invisible or something. But
glasses that make you want to kill people in bum fights.
Yeah. Glasses that make homeless people fight each other. By the way,
I thought was a really cool premise. I thought it was very cool.
It was, yeah. It did simplify a lot of the advertisements, because I remember he was looking up at the ads and he puts on glasses, and sometimes media literacy is a hard thing for people to grasp. But he put on the glasses and it would say like sleep 8 hours a day, eat food.
I'd be like, Oh shit! I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's what they were trying to do. Shit.
8 hours, huh? Wow, damn. Food. What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was just for eating.
Yeah. But
play with your food. Stay up late. Oh.
By the way, TwitchCon is coming up, and speaking of the world getting scary little conspiracies, I've been reaching out to all of our colleagues, compatriots, friends, and I've been going like, "Hey, you guys going?" And there's been resounding silence. There's been a lot of people that are like, "No, I'm not going." And then I got a message from somebody, and he was like, he sent me a voicemail back because he didn't want to type it because he was afraid Discord, I think, would get the wrong idea from his message. But he's like, there's been a lot of big streamers that have had like safety threats at TwitchCon, and they're scared of going. Like there's going to be people attacking them in the building or something, and there's not going to be proper safety measures.
There never is.
Yeah, there never is.
There's normally like one fat guy kind of meandering.
Yeah. And usually that's me. But if they're all gone,
fuck.
Yeah, if they're all gone, am I going to go from the grab asser to the grab assy? Oh no. Or am I going to get shot or something?
Like to think that, unfortunately, I'm hoping it's more like women that are scared, and that we're both not appealing enough or popular enough to be like on a list.
Yeah, under the radar.
Now we are both kind of heroic, so I could see getting caught in the crossfire.
Yeah,
trying to protect, which does worry me a little.
It depends who the target is on whether or not I step in.
Devin, he's had a good life.
Omid?
Omid, I'm jumping.
I'm jumping for sure. That bullet's going to have to get through both of us.
Yeah. Well, Devin, I'll grab him and put him in front of me because I just feel like I think he might be like a couple weeks older or something. Like he's had fun.
Yeah.
He's had a fun time. He lives in the Sunshine State. You know, he's got
generational wealth or something.
Yeah, he's got like a really fancy name. I just feel like he could take it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a collegiate athlete. I just feel like he could take a bullet.
Yeah. Gracefully. Some people get shot and they go, and I feel like he would get shot and probably keep walking and be like, I'm fine, guys, I'm fine. And then bleed out somewhere. Yeah.
I just got to dig it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'd get shot and be like, I would shred like paper. I just don't think I have weak bones. And I don't know if I'd be not a good guy to get hit first because it'd just keep going.
Yeah.
But if it hits you're strong. You could save a lot of people.
Maybe.
Guys, aim for him. Aim for the forehead.
No,
ding, ding, ding.
You have no idea. Like if anything happens, no heroics from me. I will be on the floor crawling. I'll play dead. I don't even care if it's a car backfiring. You have no idea how quickly I'm going to play dead.
I'll make blood to put on myself.
Yeah, I've heard those. I'm going to bring my own blood packets.
My own squibs.
Yeah. I'll be squibbed at all times.
Car backfires and my chest explodes.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's a real tactic.
It's a tactic. A lot of those people that get out alive from school shootings, they play dead. You know, Don't try to reason with these people. I'm not going to reason with them. Remember, die of laughter. Don't shoot. Yeah, remember how it ended. Yeah. Boom. No, it's not.
And then it will stop before the conclusion. The bullet won't reach you.
Yeah.
To be continued. I would probably grab a mead. I'd probably tear into his skin, get a little blood,
and
then I'd throw him on top of me.
Oh yeah, like
and I get him in a lock. But I'd still somehow be looking dead.
Okay. Wait, is in this
Might-
scenario is Omid the shooter or is Omid
No,
the victim?
he's my protection.
Oh, your meat shield. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up into the creators lounge while the shooting happens, and I'm just gonna drink a latte because I'm sure those little security guards at the bottom of the escalator aren't gonna let anybody in.
Yeah.
They'll
That is a good place to be.
I feel like it's so safe up there. I'll be
It
up there
was-
with XQC and all the other big guys that are probably
Yeah,
too
see
big
the-
to even get shot.
The problem is the San Diego partner lounge has like that area right before it where all the people can be and meander.
Mm.
And then the Vegas one was the one that was on its own floor up an escalator.
Oh,
San Diego one, not so secure.
yeah. Maybe they should have like a panic room, a partner panic room.
You have to show how many like tier 3s you have.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got my badge. I've got my regular partner badge. Not going to cut it because there's a fuck ton of those. You gotta have something a little more special.
I forgot about that. There's like I've heard there's
I'm a
like the
podcaster.
partner lounge, and then there's like the upper echelon. There's
Oh,
like
they get their own secret room.
yeah, which is annoying because where am I gonna pass out my "You're invited to Forehead Fables" podcast cards? If
You're invited. That just gave me an idea.
yeah, right. Write that down. We're gonna then all we have to do is blow up and get big enough to get into that exclusive partner.
Secret, protected. I'm sure they've got a security guard.
Yeah, like an actual one, and not just some
We should
lady
get private
at the bottom.
security this year and make us seem way more,
Important.
yeah, like targets.
Yeah,
Like we're target level important. We have a security guard.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Guys with like the little earplugs that go down to a walkie-talkie, following us
Yeah.
at all times.
Black suit.
hmm When I get a soft pretzel, they take a bite of it first to make sure it's not poison.
It's not salty enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really. I'd say the best option could be Omid's friend Drew for private security. He's very large
He is.
and he could protect us.
Also,
It's like I want to say like Lettuce, but he's not very tall.
yeah.
So like the most important parts of us are going to be pretty exposed.
Yeah. I also, by the way, I was like, I think for years I shit on him for being so short. He's not actually short. He's just that wide that he appears short.
He's pretty short. What is he, like 5'4"?
I was thinking
6"?
like 5'7" or something like that. He's like, I'm like 5'11". I'm like, there's no way. You are absolutely lying.
He's not 5'11".
Yeah, he's
he's
like, I'm-
5'11" wide,
Yeah.
but he's 4'8".
He was like,
tall.
I'm like 5'11". No way. There's fucking no way, Jose.
Well, that's the glory of hitting that 6 foot mark, is that basically anything even slightly below you is like,
Yeah.
not really people.
Yeah, there. Yeah. I said,
They're
oh,
girls.
5'11", huh? Okay, buddy. I gave him a little pat on top of his head.
So close. Ooh, I'm gonna stir you up. I'm 6 foot flat, so I made the cut. I'm 5'12",
Yeah.
so it's actually, I'm part of the gang, and I never take my shoes off, so you wouldn't be able to tell, even if I was lying.
We should get lifts before we hang out with him.
Yeah,
Get even taller. Get-
I guess I'll have to buy lifts.
we'll buy some lifts, or you can just
I'm
bring
already
yours.
all legs. If you saw me with lifts on too, it would just look like some
It'll
sort
look
of creature.
awesome. Well, wait, what are
Really
those like
short
big
shorts.
kiss boots? The ones that you have like 4
Oh,
inches
yeah.
of heel. Get some of
I
those.
could wear some of those with some shorts,
hmm And then
crop top.
and then it would just be a picture of lettuce, center framed, and then our belly buttons on either side of them. That's all we are. The separate
Yeah.
image looking up of us up in the clouds.
I love that until you stand by like an actual tall person, and then
Then you look like a
just-
freak.
it
Yeah.
tears it all down.
Yeah.
I have a picture with Drew, and it's just like, don't stand by me. dude.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
more handsome and taller than me. By me. Do that on your own time. Do that in your own space. I try to keep a very ugly group around me.
Yeah.
Very tiny, ugly, stinky group. So by contrast, I'm kind of like, who's that shining light?
Mm-hmm. Is that why we have a podcast together?
That's why I frequent the circus to pick up talent.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I felt that same way about Drew. I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude, he's got great hair. He's fucking huge. Looks like Captain America. He's like
raised in like China.
I don't know.
He's Chinese or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
He looks like he'd be a NFL tight end, but he's actually not very athletic, and he's kind of glory muscles. He's not very strong.
I don't believe that in the slightest.
I'm just gonna start tearing him down now because we've talked him up too much, and
Yeah.
people like that, they've already got to know, they're so close to being assholes because of all the gifts they've been given that if you tear them down a little bit, they can actually become really good people.
Oh, maybe that could be our job. Maybe that's something
I'm gonna start being
virtuous
an
we can
asshole.
do. I feel like I've been looking for something in my life where I can improve myself. I can do something good for humanity, and I think tearing down someone
Something you're
like
already
Drew
good at.
so that he's then humbled and becomes a better person, that's something virtuous I can do.
If we see clean, just be like, it's actually your face is like a little asymmetrical.
Yeah.
You kind of look sculpted from like
Poop.
not marble.
Yeah.
maybe like poopy.
Yeah.
Poopy from my butt, maybe.
Yeah, if
I
I did
smell
like
like
if
it
I did
too.
like a
You stupid bitch. I'm gonna kill you. That's what we should be doing. Spreading the humbling. Yeah.
yeah, we need to humble people.
And then if anyone turns it on us, we'll just be completely destroyed.
Why would you say that? Let's cry.
I can't take it.
I'm pretty sure
Why would
Clean
you
is like a hand-to-hand like combat master or something. I'm pretty sure he could do like a Tenchu Z thing where he reaches into your body and pulls up like a vertebrae out. He's like,
Yeah.
I remember talking to him about what he did. He's like, yeah, I like improvised martial arts or something. I'm like, what's that mean? Like beating someone
Like
to
Jackie
death with like
Chan, like using your surroundings.
yeah, like a table leg. He turned it into a bat or something.
That would be the coolest form of like class to take. Like you're just surrounded by vases and little sticks. Environmental martial arts is kind of what I master.
He just
I can
shows
turn
you
a-
clips from movies like Shaun of the Dead where they throw records at the zombies.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I can, if there's a flag near me, I can get off a rooftop. I can basically
If you
use the
handcuff
clock tower.
me to a steering wheel, I can use it to put their bad guys' arms in and twist them.
I just watched Shanghai Noon yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty inspired.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he does, but
He can use literally anything. He can turn a shirt into a real weapon. I mean, it's just incredible what he can do. And Owen Wilson, wow.
is he in Shanghai Noon?
Yeah.
Is he
He's
the
in
other
Shanghai
half?
Noon and Nights.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's the other half.
you got your Rush Hour
Yeah.
and you got your Shanghai series. And honestly, I think Shanghai Noon is slept on. I didn't realize still I was doing laundry while watching, so it's just kind of half paying attention. But Walton Goggins is one of the villains in that movie.
Really?
Not the main villain or the second main villain, but he's a villain in it, and he's great. And I'm gonna say it. I think Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson is like an incredible match.
It is, yeah. That is
they
an insane
just really
duo.
work.
By the way, you remember how I was very anti Walton Goggins for a long time?
Yeah,
And then the Fallout series made me kind of turn my opinion around on him. I also saw a scene with him and Sam Rockwell from, I believe, like White Lotus.
White Lotus
Yeah.
season 3.
And they're just at a dinner table together, and Sam Rockwell is talking about his depraved sexual journey as he is sleeping with more and
great.
more women, and then he
Great scene.
slowly he realized he wanted to be the woman that he was sleeping with, so he starts dressing up as a woman and getting dominated by men and stuff, and just the reverse shot every once in a while, I would just do a close up of, of Walton Goggins' face in utter disbelief as the entire conversation's going. He's like, where the fuck are you going with this? And it was such a like no acting from him, but just his expression cracked me up, and that made me like him.
Previous opinion overturned.
yeah, seriously, that easy. Just
He
that
likes
scene.
Walton Goggins now.
I like him now. Yeah. Before then,
Any
I
one of
wasn't
our
a fan,
opinions
and
flip.
I think I saw his like architectural digest like tour of his house, and I was like, "Fuck you!" Like it was like such a douchey house, and like everything had like.
I thought it wasn't a bad, it was a nice house, but there was a little bit of. You can tell he's kind of got like actor brain.
Yeah, performative male house being shown on Architectural Digest. Yeah.
What's a performative male house look like? What kind of stuff would it have?
Let's see. He had like, was it signatures or like handprints all over the fucking wall where he was just like, yeah, this is like this person's.
Okay. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, those signatures were already in the house, right? From like a famous person.
Yeah.
Or maybe he got it. Because I think some of them were like dead actors.
Yeah.
Well, you just paint over those, throw some grape.
It's not that I would paint over him. It was the presentation of his house.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get that.
You know what I mean?
Where it's like, yeah, and he was like, Judy Garland's signature, no big deal.
Yeah. And it just, it rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I definitely like him more as an actor than like, I don't know. I just feel like he does maybe come off a little pretentious at times, but.
You know what I don't like about those Architectural Digest things is very seldom do you have a living room that you can tell someone actually fucking hangs out in.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like there is a way to kind of check off both the box of this looks nice. And this is also a place where, like, at no point has anybody been like, and this is where I sit down and smoke weed and watch TV. They're always like, this is like my room where I think about my thoughts. Shut up, nerd. Nobody fucking really does that.
Myself.
Where do you sit on your phone and look at porn? Okay, that's
where
what
do
I want to
jerk off?
Yeah.
Where's the tissues?
Show
Where's
us the goon
lotion?
cave. Where's your fucking goon cave at?
That would be awesome. A real Architectural Digest where a designer didn't just walk through it the week before.
Yeah.
They're like, here's all my fucking garbage.
Yeah, here's my shit. Here's where my kids keep drawing on the walls. You know?
Dog hair everywhere.
Yep.
And yep, those are my
it's just
crusty tissues.
I remember seeing there's a couple like MTV Cribs episodes that are pretty good where you can, most of them are, they would rent out a place and act like it's theirs, but it's really not. Or it would be a house. There's two that I remember that were really good. One of them was, God, what's that fucking guy's name? He was a rapper that his house was just a big pile of shit. And it was like his friend, he just had a guy passed out in the living room. He's like, that's my homie or my cousin or something. And the guy's like, and then that one was good just because it was very realistic. That might have been like Redman or somebody. And then the other one was an NFL player that it was a big house and you could tell he had just gotten it and there was nothing inside. It was just completely empty. And he went out to go lay on his hammock and his hammock broke and he just fell on the floor. And you're like, that's a damn shame, man.
Never been in that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I was just thinking that the other day. It sucks. I mean, poor guys, they make so much money, but it would suck to be an athlete that you have a house you actually really like and then just get traded to another team and you have to move to like a shitty state or like you get sent to the Cleveland Browns and it's like, okay, well, I just lived in California this whole time or so, it's just, I wonder if they just keep their old houses. I don't know.
I think if I was, those guys have to spend like every waking hour just being an athlete. And I feel like once you take that time off to enjoy it, that comes with the fall. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I guess they're also like all done by the time they're 30. So
yeah, you might as well just live in a fucking apartment and get
true.
that compounding interest and then sit there and work your ass off. And then, yeah, once you get your debilitating knee injury, then you go, you know what? I'm going to retire to my awesome place.
Get your 10 years of working brain.
Yeah.
Then the CTE starts kicking in.
Mm-hmm. But by that point, you have enough money where you can buy. Do you see David Lynch's place on Zillow?
No.
It's pretty badass. It's like a big parcel of land that has
Why is he
multiple
selling?
dwellings on it because he died.
His family's just
Liquidating. It's like,
I forgot he died.
it's like part way like a very
God.
cool
He
place,
died like last year.
but it's also like a very depressing place because it's like brutalist in a way. And so I could see like inheriting it from David Lynch and then going, oh, let's go see David's place. Oh, it's actually just a sad concrete building in a jungle, which is the vibe it gives off.
It's cool.
It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, but also
I don't
would
really
probably
love
sell it
brutalist,
too.
but put it in a jungle.
Yeah.
Now we've got some interesting contrast. Okay, now we've got.
Are you a brutalist fan?
I not particularly, but I do like when I see what is that like eco brutalism or whatever, where they then put a shit ton of plants and trees and stuff. I think can look cool. I wouldn't really live in a brutalist house,
I
but
wouldn't either.
it's like kind of the complete opposite of what I enjoy.
Because that's kind of like niche. Stalt, go ahead and put up some brutalist stuff, eco brutalism, so that people can see what that is. But I'm kind of the opinion that residential properties that are brutalist, that's you've lost it. You've lost the plot. I think it should just be like state buildings, evil Bond type villain buildings, and Soviet era statues. That's it. Beyond that, keep brutalism out. But like big state buildings, hell yeah. Send all those government workers into that sad little building to work their sad little jobs in their sad little gray building. It's cool to look
IRS
at.
headquarters should be scary.
Yeah.
Scary as hell. They should know they're scumbags when they walk through the door.
I don't like our courthouses looking, they always try to make them like big white columns and like a dome and stuff. No, I think a courthouse is a perfect thing that should be brutalist, where you show up and you look up at it from the parking lot and you get a sense of foreboding. You go, oh shit, I'm in the shadow of the justice system and it's scary and I don't like it.
Like horror art deco.
Oh yeah, that
You
could be.
look
Yeah,
at it
like
and you're like
you
there's like
you park, you get out of your
golden
car, and
gargoyles.
it looks like you pulled up to like Rapture out of BioShock.
yeah,
Oh fuck.
yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be cozy.
No, it should not be cozy.
You're a bad person and you're going to hell. You should feel that from when you walk out of your car.
I just feel
from the
like a
parking lot.
brutalist courthouse where the judge sits, the judge's desk or whatever should be 25 feet tall. And when you're in the courthouse,
Fully
you have
concrete.
to look. You have to look up, and he's way up there with his big gavel.
He's completely in the shadows,
Yeah,
except for his arms. and the
light
gavel.
does not reach to the top of his thing. You see a silhouette up there. That's all you see.
Booming voice.
Yeah.
Booming voice. And then gargoyles. A shit ton of them. I miss gargoyles. There's a library in Indy that has like
Yeah.
gargoyles on it. And it's just completely, I think, shut down at this point. But I'm like, can you like salvage those? Like when this building inevitably gets torn down, they just throw them away? Or I'd really like, there's a couple like abandoned buildings where they have really good doors, or above the door, not even necessarily a gargoyle. There's one that just has like a tiger's head out of concrete. And then like
cool.
a really old wooden door with like wrought iron vines growing all over it. I'm like, you're not even really using that building, you know?
Yeah.
That door should be mine, and that lion thing. But I haven't the tools to extract them, nor the place to put them. But
You
I
know,
just think they should
it is kind of
build
sad
more
that
stuff
like I think they started making brutalist buildings as a cheap way of making state buildings. And so it's like, hey, we're not squandering your taxpayer dollar. Look, we just made this big concrete poured building that looks evil. And I guess that's in a response to like the overly opulent state buildings with the gargoyles and stuff. But since then, our buildings have become even less cool. Like a
Yeah, they
state
don't
building
even
now
have,
is
like-
just depressing. It's the worst of both worlds. I almost feel like you should put some taxpayer money back into it. Give us some gargoyles or
I don't
something.
even see where my goddamn tax dollars are going. I gotta hit a pothole every day when I pull out of my driveway.
Yeah.
I'd like to at least see some gargoyles around town
Something.
or some more statues.
Yeah. But then again, I think it's probably because that stuff gets looted.
Who's looting a gargoyle? I mean, I don't even know how
There
what
were-
tools it would require.
There's a fucking bank that was downtown that they were like, hey, you know what? Let's go above and beyond. Let's put a little bit of, we'll put some copper,
Well, that's where you went wrong. I'm not saying a copper gargoyle. That's like a
it was
jackpot.
it was copper plating that they put, like these tiles that they put on the side of this building. And within
gonna
like
be-
a week, homeless people had come up with screwdrivers and had pried them all off. And then they had gotten like a ladder so that they could get the higher rows, but it stops after about 12 feet. They couldn't get any more
Yeah.
peeled off. So the leftover copper sheeting that's up there is like peeled back off the building, where you could tell they were trying to do it with like a broomstick or something and they couldn't do it. But yeah, I don't even know what you could do to keep people from, because you know Americans suck right now. You know, you remember that hitchhiking robot that made its way all the way across Europe, and then it came to the U.S. to do its grand hitchhiking tour across the U.S. and it got beat up in like Pittsburgh or something. It was in the U.S. for like 10 days before it got mugged.
Cash, grass, or ass is what I'd say. I would, yeah. I mean, I would savage a hitchhiking robot if it got in my way on the road.
Yeah, dude, it's like
It
know
has
the people that
copper in it?
attacked it. They knew what they were doing because they were like, "This is the
They're
first."
sending a message.
They're sending a message. Exactly. They're like, "Oh, clankers think they're gonna just waltz into this country for free? No way, Jose."
Walk across my road.
Yeah, you're the first of many. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're probably xenophobic. And they're like, I saw what happened when we let one Irish person in. Okay. Look at them now. They're everywhere.
This damn Irish robot.
Yeah. And so the one robot that came
Top
in,
of the morning to you.
it came in through Ellis Island and everything.
Yeah.
Came in on a barge and they beat the shit out of it right there on the docks. Now, the pictures
My
of where
name
they
is
found
now
it were so
Robert.
depressing, dude. It was just literally in a gutter, face down. Its screen had been broken.
They jumped it.
They literally jumped the robot.
I was scared because that last house I tried to get that completely fell through. Those stupid fuckers. I still have that guy's business card. I'm gonna get him one day.
Yeah.
Not a threat, but in my
promise.
own way. Yeah, a promise. The basement. My God, all the sewage and everything. It was like copper pipes that were like this. They were massive everywhere, and I'm like, if one crackhead gets a whiff of all the copper I've got down here, this place is going to be stripped in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I breathed a big sigh of relief when I came here and everything was PVC.
But you
No copper
probably
inside.
could have. You had copper drainage pipes.
It had a copper pipe that they couldn't get into. They were like, we don't have the tools to check your sewage because it was like this big.
I bet you if you brought a homeless guy
cap
in
on
there,
it.
he could get into it. Not even a
Yeah.
plumber. He's just a
Yeah.
homeless guy with a screwdriver. He would be able to. You want to get in there? I'll take it out for you.
You know, fill up with poopy real quick if
Yeah.
you do that, but it's just part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to. How much is copper like worth a lot? Like copper wiring. I remember my dad would always. People would tell he'd get like tips about like. Not like stealing copper, but like, hey, I've got some wires. You could strip them and get the copper, and he'd do that a lot.
Yeah.
Is that like
It is. Yeah. I mean, copper's worth a lot. Yeah.
interesting?
Yeah. I remember.
$1 million. Much.
When I used to work at these apartment buildings and I was doing maintenance, we had old air conditioning, like the window units, the radiators off those window units. They had something. It was aluminum, and then there was also copper in there, I think. And we had just like a full truckload of radiators that we brought down to the dump. And
Orange gold.
there was just a lady behind us that was She was just standing there with like something like a cord. She was just holding onto a cord and then had her phone in her other hand and just in flip flops. She was there to just scrap like a random piece of metal she found. And as we were like in line in front of her with our big load of shitty little radiators. And once people saw how many we had, they were like, yo, man, can I just have one radiator? Just one. I think they were like $4 a pop or something, or it wasn't even that much. But
if you get it,
a truckload, yeah, we walked out of there with a couple $100, and I was able to keep half of it because I drove out there and actually did the labor.
Man.
Yeah, but I remember my father, I guess stepfather-in-law or something. My stepfather at the time, he would
stepfather-in-law.
Stepfather. No, he's
stepdad.
He was my stepdad. He would collect copper like crazy, and like pull the insulation off from it and everything, get it ready to be scrapped. And I think ultimately it was just like a hobby, because there's no way it's worth the time to sit there and strip all that shit. I have seen a guy on TikTok that has a stripping machine, and that's cool. He'll get copper wire and then run it through the stripper, and it'll strip it for him. And then he would show like how much money he could get for a big haul. But it also seems like something my little soft palace boy hands wouldn't be willing to do for cash. Yeah. But that's because I get to benefit from things like Factor and other sponsorships where I don't have to strip wires for
Factor.
Money.
It's better than stripping wire.
Copper. It's better than pulling copper sheets off the bank downtown.
Crawl in a dark place and gets a little bit of copper. What would you rather have? Yeah, because I'd rather have Factor meals. This episode,
which by the way,
it's about copper.
Those of you that are like the blue collar workers, that listen to us,
the copper mongers.
Yes, the copper mongers out there. I do want to say these Palace boy hands. They got some calluses now. I've done some things. Me and Bizzle, I flew Bizzle out here. We made some knives at the forge.
Ooh.
Twisted blades.
Real crude.
Very crude. We made knives from
prison knives.
Railroad spikes. And
that's cool.
Yeah,
material.
Boy, they're rough.
You should shave with that.
I should. Yeah, that's mine. This one's Bizzle's.
Oh, it's like a boomerang.
It's
like a throat cutter.
When we were forging them, we were like, what? Halfway through, we were like, we're more like Sauron types. We're like, this is something like an orc would have and be happy about
very
it.
Very orcish.
Yeah, these aren't
for like gutting hobbits.
These are very
getting the soft belly of a
very
hobbit.
Rough,
real easy.
Yeah, apparently.
Cool. How sharp are they?
This one is actually pretty damn sharp. This one's mine. I got it.
It will kill.
It will kill. Bizzle's is like not very. I mean, like look how
it looks more like.
Look how thick the blade is. Like it's
for like spreading jams.
Yeah, very thick. He said, you know what? It's not a scary knife outside of prison, but if you were in prison and someone pulled this out, you'd be fucking terrified. Yeah, absolutely. But
I feel like just a railroad spike would be better.
Yeah, maybe.
Weapon.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, yeah. But you know what? The forging, actually a lot of fun.
Have you ever watched Forged in Fire?
Never.
I used to watch a lot of that. You should have done afterwards, like rope cutting. See if you can chop like a tennis ball as it rolls by.
Well, at the end of like all those knife sharpening videos, they always go like, and check this out, proofs in the pudding. They hold up like a piece of newspaper and then cut it. At the end of our video, we just have like, I have a close up of Bizzle going, proofs in the pudding. And he has a paper towel on a table and he's like sawing the hell out of it and mostly just like pulling it away, like pulling it apart because it really isn't very sharp.
I feel like his would cause a lot of blood loss though.
Yeah.
Because the hole would be really big.
It would be. It would be like being stabbed with a slightly flattened railroad
and it would go
spike.
Up.
Yeah.
Go up into you.
Yeah. It's honestly a good butter spreader. This might be a good butter knife.
No, that looks like he would spread the shit out of some jam or butter. Yeah. That looks really good at that. You could leave it on you could probably heat it up too. So it just cuts right through the butter.
Yeah. You know what? You would think the hardest part of making this was probably beating the metal and forging it, bending it to our will.
Did you keep time with the tongs?
No, it's starting the forge. That's the hard part. Is like getting the fire going. Because in order to heat up metal, you need a very hot forge.
You need kindling.
Yeah, well, every video I watched was just a guy going like, all right, you take a little ball of newspaper, you light it, and you start. It's not that fucking easy, dude. We sat there, like half the forge fire was just hay. We found a bale of hay in the barn, and we're like, hay burns like the dickens. So we kept
like straw.
Yeah. So every time the fire would die, it would be like, I don't know, put more hay on it. Hay would always revitalize it. These were forged.
Like any base?
99%. These were forged with hay, dude. These are the first hay forged knives ever made. Look at that little detail right there.
Grip.
That's good. It's good gripping.
You need to get some leather working in now and
make some sheaths.
Make a proper handle.
Yeah.
I was gonna say handle, but sheaths.
Yeah, a handle would be cool too. I didn't think about that.
Maybe some charms. You could put some feathers on it, some beads.
Nice. Yeah. I always thought
you're thinking too orcish. You could make that.
I need to soften it.
Quick.
I need to soften it. Yeah.
Some good leather. That could be almost a man's blade.
Nah, I kind of like
not some creature.
More of like an Easterling, I guess. Like a more.
Those are men.
Yeah, but they're still under Sauron's gaze.
And they're different.
And completely content with it. I like how I'm pretty sure I read in the wiki he was just like, yeah, those Easterlings, they're just kind of like evil like Sauron. And I'm like, aren't they just Asian people or something? Nah, they're evil. They're evil over there.
Middle Easterlings. Yeah. They're evil and they're coming for the beauty of Gondor.
Yeah.
They want to kill all of our beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't read into it. Those books are about being badass. And I never really got the rest.
I didn't really get it either, yeah. But
I don't get why the ring's so goddamn heavy. It's not that big.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's because the people are so tiny.
Yeah.
But
who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. They didn't explain it well enough in the movie adaptation.
Yeah. But I did learn a lot about coal while I was forging.
I am very into coal lately.
You would think coal, you would just put coal onto a forge fire and it would burn. It's not the case.
I wouldn't have thought that.
There is an entire fucking art to making a forge fire that involves starting a fire and then coke.
You gotta stoke it?
Have you ever heard of coke? It's like a version of coal that's been burned a little bit or something. And you have to you have to manufacture coke by taking coal, getting it hot, and pouring water on it. And it's an entire thing that I still haven't mastered, but I got glimpses of us doing it in the process. And I said, this is officially not a hobby for people with kids. Just the amount of like time it takes to get any of this done and how dangerous it is. You know what? This was 2 days, 2 12-hour days to make this piece of shit. Are you kidding me?
This makes it even cooler that some people make like good stuff.
Like this?
This sword was made by my brother's dad.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No,
he's a blacksmith.
No, there's no way. Let me see it.
I'm sorry to tell you.
That was not made by an actual person, was it?
Yeah.
No, I refuse. That's from Pakistan.
I can't walk over there because on the back of these shorts I have a little brown spot. It's not poop, but it does look like poop. It looks like I pooped a little. And so that's about as good of a look as you're going to get.
Well, I don't believe you. I just don't. Look at the hilt. Look at the crossguard thing.
Yeah, he was a good blacksmith. He wasn't a piece of shit like you.
No,
Okay?
there's no way he made that. Fuck you.
He did make
That's a lie. That's a lie. Let me see the crossguard again. No, he did not make that. You're fucking stupid and your brain's small.
The crossguard,
he lied to you.
But he made the blade.
He bought the crossguard. Okay, now the truth's coming out.
I mean, I don't know. I would have to ask him.
He made the blade for real?
Yes.
Go get that thing. Turn off your camera and go get it and bring it over. He's taking off his pants so he doesn't show the little shit stain that he has going on.
Okay, well, and also I could have a little bulge showing. So.
Yeah, a little bulge.
Headphones. It's not poop though. It's just want to emphasize that it's actually just a little. I can't wear these anymore. Real rusty at this point.
Oh, I thought it had a sheath on it. Okay.
No, it's rust because it was made like years and years ago, decades.
Yeah. So he actually made that?
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you got it up close, I can see how shitty it is. I believe it. I could make that probably.
Yeah.
You give me 4 months.
Yeah.
I can make that. You give me 4 months and 16 bales of hay, and I could probably forge that up for you.
Also, I mean, there is a chance he just didn't make it and told me that, but I'm going to believe he made it, I think, on a mountain. I want to say it was made, his masters taught him a secret art, and it's infused with mysticism.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I infused these with a lot of anger because they weren't turning out the way I wanted. So these have a lot of hatred put into them, which means I think they're good at committing acts of violence, which is what you want with a knife anyways.
I do feel like if he was able to make a sword that was like of that quality, like I should have seen more.
Mm-hmm.
But also, once again, he's not my dad, and
yeah, nobody just shows up and makes one
like,
sword.
how are you a blacksmith by trade? What do you make, like pitons and stuff, or
lots of door hinges, lots of horseshoes, lots of stuff like that? You know what made me feel really bad was my aunt is the one that has the barn with the forge in it, and she was like, "Yeah, you guys can use it." So we went down there and used it for 2 days. And on the second day, when we were leaving, I went up there to go give her the keys and everything. And she was like, come on in. And she was showing Bizzle she was showing Bizzle her place that my uncle had built with his bare hands. And she was like,
good to have a man in there again.
And we were like, hey, look at what we made. She was like, those are great, guys. Those are great. And then as she was showing us the place, she was like, by the way, you want to see your uncle's first blacksmithing project? And it was like
full Iron Man suit.
It was a sculpture that he had made involving 4 different types of metal intertwined to make some sort of like planetary globe thing that had an arrow going through it at an angle. So it's kind of like I don't know, it looked like a Renaissance era interpretation of our solar system, but out of steel and copper, and it was riveted together. It had bends and twists in it. It had fake leaves that he had hammered out. It was a lot going on, and then it made me feel like shit because this was our first attempt.
Don't worry, it took him 10 hours.
It took him 10 hours and only half a bale of hay to forge that up.
That was his first project?
That's what she said. It was his.
What did he make in the end? Horseshoes.
Yeah, he did make me a cool shield.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I remember him begrudgingly doing it. Like, he was not stoked about it. He was like, I'll make you a fucking shield. Because I was playing a lot of Diablo at the time.
Stoked about it? Is that a blacksmith joke?
Yeah, that was a little smithy joke. Yeah. We call them smithies now that I
get that because my brother's dad is one. Also, yeah, the more I think about it, I'm like, I really hope he actually made that sword.
Yeah.
My brother didn't just lie to me and give me that when I was a kid.
It's insane that you let it rust.
If he didn't make it, it's just like a shitty sword.
You should.
I didn't let it rust. It was given to me like 20 years ago looking like
unrustify it, dude.
I don't know how to do that.
Look it up. Get that thing honed. Clean.
Well, yeah, I clean it off.
Yeah, make it look like this. Shiny. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That will never rust.
Well, it's because I heated it up and then I put beeswax all over it. So it's kind of sticky to the touch.
Sticky. So you don't drop it.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. But
that's actually really smart. That's an advanced. Did you, at the end, you dunked it in water?
Oh, yeah.
Was that cool?
Yep.
The steam?
Yep.
Was that a cool shot?
No, I forgot to film it. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the most
important thing.
one of the bigger moments.
Well,
yeah.
so when we got there, we thought this is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna be making little knives. So easy. You look at a railroad spike and you go, all I have to do is flatten out one end. You got yourself a knife. And so as the forge was going, we started slamming beers, and it was so hot in there. You know, it's like 90 degrees plus the heat of the forge. Plus, it was in a big metal barn with no air conditioning.
Probably like 300 degrees when you add that all up.
It was probably at least 95 to 100 in there. And then just so many beers during the day. And then, of course, there was some smoking that happened. We lost a lot of steam. Yeah, we lost a lot of steam. And so there were some shots that should have been made that weren't. We did try some pretty innovative filmmaking techniques. We tied a GoPro to a hammer to try to get that POV, you are a hammer.
Ended up getting destroyed.
Well, the GoPro went shooting off. There was a lot of like me putting the GoPro on my head and trying to get like first person like video game character stuff. Yeah, a lot of that. We did a lot of fog machine stuff that used too much fog, and then we couldn't see anything. That was just for like atmospheric vibes, you know.
Yeah. You'd think the Smith would make the vibes, but
no, not with us. No, not with us.
Not enough smoke in there. You got a fog machine. It seems dangerous.
Well, if you have actually a perfectly running forge, which of course we had, it's a smokeless fire.
Okay.
No smoke. If you have a lot of
just
smoke,
imagine from all the hay you were throwing in there and stuff.
If you have a lot of smoke, then that means you're doing something wrong. I thought it was supposed to be like those Titanic engines where you like just shovel in coal and be like, get it more in there, get that fire going, bellows. And it's not really that at all. There's very little shoveling of coal.
I forged a lot in Kingdom Come Deliverance, and yeah, not a lot of shoveling.
Yeah.
A lot of in-time hammering, dunking, reheating, pounding. It helps if you whistle a tune.
That helps. Yeah.
To the beat.
You know what I bet that game doesn't nail down is
how hot it is.
When you heat up the metal and you're about to pull it out and put it on the anvil, you have maybe 45 seconds of acting time to get it from the fire and then get your hammering completed. And that
it cools down quick. You have to reheat it over and over.
The tong action is what's so hard. Gripping it in a way where you're like, okay, I have it exactly how I want it. And then pull it out, then start hammering it where you don't have to readjust grip or anything. If you've just started forging and it's on the anvil, cold anvil, that fucking thing loses its heat in like 20 seconds maybe. And then the more you sit there and forge stuff, the anvil heats up. Oh, when you got a hot anvil, you know you've been going for a while. And all of a sudden you can hammer for like a minute sometimes.
The old pros put the anvil in the fire for a little bit before.
To get that thing red hot, then you're good. But there was actually a couple moments where we got, believe it or not, too good. We got the fire too hot. And it melted off the fucking tip of my knife. That's why the tip's so flat. The tip's completely melted off. And notice the back of mine, beautiful, rounded.
Yeah.
Bizzle, he got the bottom of his melted, and it actually turned into like
very orcish.
It looks like
a bone.
It looks like a bone. It's because it melted. It got so hot when you pull it out, it's just sparking and dripping everywhere. And
what kind of protective gear were you rocking?
Well, Bizzle was wearing Jinkos. That's pretty much a smithy classic.
That's a lot of material.
Yeah, Jinko smithing pants. I was wearing a pair of completely synthetic pants that I got from REI. So I'm sure if one ember would have hit them, they would have shrink wrapped around my legs and burned me alive.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my apron that I use for when I make pottery. and we
blacksmith grade.
Yeah, we neglected to wear it. And then I think my aunt came down there. She's like, you didn't use the smithy apron? And like pointed to, we looked everywhere for it. I knew we had bought him one when he was still alive for Christmas one year. We got him a blacksmith apron, big leather apron, had places for soapstones and pencils and shit, like all sorts of great like little pockets and stuff. And it was huge. It was like rawhide. And I couldn't find it when I was in the barn. And then she walked in and she's like, it's right there next to the fucking light switch, just hanging on the wall. I couldn't see it the whole time. But that was after the fact. But no, we had absolutely no protective gear except for gloves. And not even good ones. We had mechanics gloves.
Didn't this guy have like scars all over his belly from the forge or something?
Yeah,
or
he looked like Andre of Astora. He had complete.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy from Dark Souls, the shirtless blacksmith who's got just like scars all across his chest and belly.
Oh,
yeah. That's how my uncle was. He would just go out there in like a little ratty shirt, and all of his shirts had like holes in them where like slag from the steel would burn holes through his shirts. Kind of badass, honestly. But
it is kind of badass.
It is really
like
cool.
It's if you have Palace Boy bodies and hands, like there's a quick way you could have toughened up, got some respect.
Well, that guys, I just want to say, I mean, I'm only talking about this because I've made this into a video. It's almost complete, and when it comes out, you guys are gonna have a different perception of me. You're gonna be like, all of a sudden,
all praise.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be
Lord of the awesome guys.
Whoa. These truckers that listen to this are gonna have some respect for me. Okay. And I'll be
horn salute.
Yeah, I'll be the tier 3 subs, the Ice Road truckers, they're gonna even have respect for me. I like to imagine the Ice Road truckers that's the core foundation of our audience. Yeah. They're the tier 3s.
They keep it strong, and they really work with a different element than forging. You know, they're kind of on the inverse, but I bet they'd find a lot of respect because they don't have a lot of experience with heat.
No,
and flame.
They have ice scars all over their bellies and chests. Yeah,
frostbite.
Yeah,
missing fingers, little holes in their belly, little black holes in their belly. Frostbite is gross. If you're an Ice Road trucker and you have frostbite,
ends of your nipples blacken.
Yeah. What, aren't you in a warm truck? I don't even get it. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I was about to say something about firefighters being pussies again, but they kind of have they're not really fire based. They're fighting it. So they probably have more in common with an Ice Road trucker than a blacksmith.
Yeah. As a smith, I cultivate the fire and I bend it to my will. Firefighters have a knee-jerk reaction to it where they're just like, put it out.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, they're pussies about it, really.
Yeah.
I sat there and worked with it in tandem. Some might even say shook hands with the fire itself.
Yeah.
And our companionship helped us bend steel to our will. And a firefighter would come in with an extinguisher, a big hose.
I call them firefighters. Yeah, because they're so goddamn scared. I went to a food hall the other day, and there was like 50 firefighter trainees in there, and I was like, man, I hope none of these guys know who I am and have heard any of my comments because they were big and they were tough looking. They all had mustaches.
Yeah,
and they kept like kind of mean mugging me. I don't know if it was just because I was a guy with a mustache, and it's like. When I was ordering my food, I almost thought about like being like, I'm with those guys. Can I get a discount? But while I did have the mustache, I lacked
a certain ability to
into the muscles.
Yeah.
They had a lot and a level of grit and jawline that I don't know if I could have gotten a discount. I don't even know if firefighters get a discount because it's not like they're blacksmiths.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they? I hope I never have to use them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I think they...
I really do. I am scared of house fire. I have a lot of, what are those called? Lithium batteries charging right now. A lot of candles. A lot of old lamps that smoke when I plug them in. A lot of halogen bulbs. So if you're a firefighter, actually... You have to save me.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like me.
Yeah.
It's part of
Have you ever been in a house with a house fire?
No, but I always have baby on board, like firefighter save here stickers on the bedroom I'm in.
Oh, okay.
just in case.
Just in case. I had a fire
Put it on my
growing
streaming
up,
setup.
and it scared me from ever using a vent fan in our bathroom.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I left that fucking fan on. I was trying to get the poop smell out of your room, and you were like,
I was like, no! Let it marinate!
Yeah.
You can burn down my fucking house. My childhood house
remember.
growing up. Yeah, it almost burned down because of that. And so when you're over here, my house, my rules, you let the stink linger.
Don't touch it. You should just get rid of the switch.
I should. I really
You
should.
shouldn't even have.
Well, because
fans
sometimes
if
you have inconsiderate guests that come over and try to get their poop smell out of your house. And I go, what are you trying to burn the place down?
It's part of the house now. Can I light
My
a candle?
wife's cooking
No!
made it smell like that. You lit a smell what my wife's cooking's like. Come on.
It's a compliment to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty scared.
Yeah.
After every poop, I don't.
After every poop, the whole family comes in there and takes a whiff and goes, good job, Abby.
completely unfiltered. Not even a crack in the window. That could cause a draft that could spread the
Are you
fire.
trying to get us sick?
Outside bacteria could waft in through the window.
What's funny is Bizzle was here. He kept using the vent fan too. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, he's trying to burn this place down. I don't know. I have like an irrational fear of them starting fires now. So
I mean, I feel like that's,
yeah.
you get to have that fear if you've been in a house that caught on fire.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more irrational if like it's never, because I'd never even considered that.
Yeah. Well, what's
And then
funny
you were
is now that I'm thinking about it,
it's not going to catch on fire, and you're like, my house did. Like, oh, I guess it can happen, but
looking back on it, it wasn't even like the house wasn't fully burning. My mom was just like, hey, there's like smoke coming from the vent fan. And they called the fire department and they just like turned it off, like took it down. And yeah, they went up there and was like, yeah, it like burned up here for a second. And it kind of scorched some of the trusses up here, but just get that replaced and it should be fine. And I just remember that from being like 8 years old. My mom was like, the vent fan caused the fire.
and not to freak you guys out, the house is on fire and it's burning up and it's going to get you.
It like wasn't as traumatic of a thing, but it stuck with me my whole life for some reason.
Well, because it could have been bad.
It could have been, yeah.
And now you have more to lose.
Exactly, yeah.
You got how many cameras down there? You've got
4.
such a PC.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Kids.
do you think like, I guess, yeah, you've got kids, so you probably prioritize that. But I always think like in case of a fire, what's the ratio of like greed of things to save versus like reckless to my own life?
Yeah.
And I think I would try to get my computer. I think I really will. I think I'd try to get my TV. That's where the greed starts overtaking the recklessness. Pip, if I can get them, I'm going to get them. But I'm going to be prioritizing a couple trinkets I have, a couple paintings I'd like to save.
You know what's crazy is I've thought about this too, and I was like, I really should get my house into a way where if it burns down, I go, homeowners insurance will take care of it, no big deal. Like I need to properly digitize all my photos. Because like first thing I would go for is
my hard drives.
No, not my hard drives. My fucking I have like family
SD
albums.
cards.
I have like photo albums and stuff where it's like that shit's gone for good. It's mostly pictures that I would go for, and of course like family members and stuff. But besides that, fuck it, dude. I'll take a clean slate. Yeah, I could get all new stuff eventually or whatever.
After the amount of stuff that I'm still unpacking, I'm thinking about causing a clean slate. I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed by the pure amount of stuff.
Yeah.
No one needs that much stuff.
No.
You know what really set me off the other day? Well, it didn't really set me off. This is how mad I was. My dad and stepmom came to visit, and they're like, yeah, we just want to check out the new house. I'm like, okay, yeah, like today's the day I'm kind of like trying to organize the garage a little bit, but if you guys want to come, no big deal. I'd love for you to come by, but I might be working a little bit while you're here on just getting some of this shit out of my way. They brought everything from my childhood room and filled up their car.
Classic.
And we're like, okay, can we just put this in the garage? like, you guys aren't moving. You don't have another kid I don't know about. Like, why did you bring all my stuff? Like all my childhood junk that it's like, I don't really want, but I also don't want to get rid of because it's
because they don't want it in their fucking house. It's you have an established place that's
told them I am overwhelmed by the amount of garbage.
Well,
they brought me so much garbage.
Yep.
And
that's your problem now, man.
You know, it makes me sad because in my mom's house, my bedroom was immediately eradicated. Everything, you know, when I moved into my college apartment, they toted it up. They gave it to my little sister. And then at my dad's house, it was like, I still kind of have a bedroom. I mean, it's just the basement and it's not really like a bedroom, but it felt like mine when I go home and visit. You know, I always love in movies and stuff where they go home and it's like a time capsule where they're like, oh, I'm visiting home for the holidays. Here's my old room that I grew up in. And it's like both my families have eradicated any like proof that I ever was there.
It's not that they eradicated proof that you were there. It's that
they did.
Your dad at least wanted you always to have the option to come back. And then he's like, you know what? You got your own place now. You're out of the nest officially. If anything, you need to consider it from his perspective. Him giving you all that stuff from your childhood was him finally acknowledging that you had achieved enough where you could be trusted with your own things. You don't need to have that bedroom back. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I need a mindset adjustment.
Yeah, you need a mindset adjustment. He was like, you made it.
Dude, he fucked me over and gave me too much
No,
garbage.
he's like, you fucking made it. You don't need to have a fallback plan anymore. You've made it. Your mom didn't want you back. Your mom never wanted you to come back to the nest. You need to remember that. I am going to. The second you left, she was like, rearrange that fucking room. Which is funny
because every time she's like, how's work? And I say, oh, it's going well. She's like, oh, hoping you had to move back home at some point. Like,
well, that's weird because my bedroom's gone.
Because you destroyed the sanctity of my room.
Yeah.
Because one time I said, Mom, it's kind of creepy. It looks like I'm a kid that died. And you have like a shrine to me. And then she took that as, okay, fuck you. I'll destroy it all.
Oh, yeah.
But my dad, I would love to believe that's his reasoning. But when I asked him, he did say, we have too much shit in our house. We want it out.
Well, it's a dad. He's never going to come to you with the real scoop, you know?
And then I gave him that heartfelt, like, well, it's just a little sad because, you know, it's like, it was my room, you know, not since like I was a little kid because we moved, but it always felt like a nice safe place when I visit. And he went, womp womp. All right, well,
that was a dad's version of a hug. He's going, wah, wah.
That was my dad being like, I love you and I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And you
need a mindset adjustment, dude. That was your dad.
Okay, yeah.
That was your dad putting his hand on your shoulder and looking you eye to eye and saying, you've made it, dude.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Womp womp.
You didn't have to use the words.
Yeah.
Womp womp, womp womp womp, womp womp womp. Really? Really, Dad? You mean it?
When my brother moved out, my mom very quickly turned his bedroom into like a craft room. Like immediately, she was like, "You're not coming back.
You're gone.
You're gone." You're gone." And he was like, "Well, what if I have to?" And she's like, "You can sleep in the living room," hoping that would.
You can get an Airstream.
Yeah, hoping that would make him like not stay. And I remember he slept in our living room for like a year. He was just on the couch.
Living room.
She was like, maybe if he's uncomfortable, he won't stay. And then
that's the wrong guy to do that gambit with. From everything I've heard about him, comfort does not matter.
He was like, oh shit, I'm right next to the door. The TV's in here and I'm close to the kitchen. Fuck yeah, dude. I could have lived out here the whole time. Yeah.
I got the whole house as my bedroom now.
I remember there was a place that was kind of like I wouldn't even call it like a hallway. Like it was just like the kitchen was open to the living room, but there was a space in between those two that was just kind of like an open walk area. Like, I guess kind of like where where your mom's kitchen was in between like the kitchen and in that living room, there was like that, where like the dog bed was.
Yeah.
Imagine one of your brother's friends just put an air mattress right there and live there. That's like one of my brother's friends lived there just in the open area. And then,
like a dog.
yeah, just like a dog.
With the dog beds.
Yeah. Actually, that's where our dog bed was for our dog. So yeah, he just put his dog bed down next to our dog bed and kind of lived there for a while.
This corner will be my bathroom. This corner will be my shower.
Yeah.
Do a kitchenette over here. That's insane. You're that's very generous of your mom. My mom.
I wouldn't say generous. I would just say my after the divorce, my mom just like lost her ability to put her foot down on stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but this.
Well, maybe you need a mindset adjustment. Maybe
she did.
was saying,
She did get a mindset adjustment, and she started hanging out at very rough bars for a while, and then she turned into an iron fist later in life. Yeah, she turned into.
Maybe you need a mindset adjustment. Maybe she wasn't saying, I've got no willpower. Maybe she was saying, I'm kind of like taking in all these people that are down on their luck, and I'm giving them a place to call home.
Yeah.
Whether it be a dog bed or a living room couch, come one, come all.
Yeah. Something like that.
They're all children under this roof.
Yeah. Well.
And Sam is the best one.
And Sam is at the end of the hallway in his little room and he never comes out. Yeah. When my mom realized that sending me to my room was actually not a punishment, that was...
Go to the living room.
No, she would go bring me the power cord to your Xbox, and I'd be like, fuck. There's only one, like it had like a proprietary plug, I didn't have a dupe of that. I didn't have a second one. That kind of sucked.
Did you ever try a fake cord?
No.
She knew.
Yeah, she knew. Also, I remember one time I was like in there and I had pissed her off, and then I saw something moving outside my window, and I look out the window and she's out there with a pair of pliers, and she cut my fucking coaxial that went to the router. She just cut the entire like internet
That's
for the
insane.
house. Fuck you. We'll get somebody out here to fix it later. Like that's how over it she was. She was like, I'll just cause damage to the house. I don't care.
Maybe you need to change your mindset.
Yeah.
Maybe she was going, we need to all unplug a little bit and kind of start doing maybe family game night.
I think that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to get her little babies back.
Risk, anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone down for an 8-hour session of some Risk?
Now, my family was a skip bow family. You ever play skip bow? You're not missing much, dude. That game fucking sucks. It was either Uno or skip bow. Those were the two. I was like,
either are great board. What is skip bow?
It's like Uno, but with extra steps. It's like a little bit better than Uno, I think. But
complicated
Uno.
Yeah,
complicated Uno. Yeah. I'm like, can't we actually get like a real board game? Can't we play like Monopoly or something?
Yeah. I had this one that I played every once in a while. It was called like Conquest Roman Empire or something. It was kind of like Risk, but with a lot more financing that you had to do in coins and stuff. That game was cool. I think I have that somewhere.
Yeah.
I've got my Lord of the Rings Risk. Guys, if you haven't played Lord of the Rings Risk Conquest Edition, it's the greatest. There's a guy that's owned like 10 different versions of Risk. It's the best.
I couldn't get anybody into Risk as a kid.
It's very hard.
I tried to
get someone to commit.
I tried to get my mom to play Stratego with me because I was huge on Stratego.
Oh, that was a good game, yeah.
And she was like, not playing it. Needs to be skip bow. I was like, fuck, dude, come on. I was like,
is it like Uno?
I was like, what's the one where you have like an entire array of faces and you have to guess which face the other person is? I was like, does he have glasses? And then you flick that. Yeah. That one I could get her to play sometimes.
What is that?
But like Guess Who, I think. It's just called Guess Who.
Yeah, it might just be called Guess Who.
Yeah. But
that's a classic. Like Life. But I was more into conquering. I'd use like birthdays as an excuse of like bunch of captive people, time to play Risk. It's what I want for my birthday. And that was fun. The last time I played Risk on the board game was in college. I remember I was so excited because I finally got 4 people together to commit 6 hours. And like 3 hours in, I shit talked Cash so much that he rage quit. And was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Went up to his room and pouted. Lost. And just kind of lost steam after that.
He just needs a
like
mindset adjustment and stop being such a pussy and take the loss,
Yeah. Maybe he needs a mindset adjustment of I
I'm
fucking suck at this
I'm
game.
not a
but I
good
could get better
strategist.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Accept it. Let me guess.
The
It was a war
Shire
of
isn't a
attrition. And he was
stronghold.
losing.
Yeah.
He was slowly
Well, it's
losing
like-
territory.
You know how in regular Risk Australia is like, oh, there's only like one entrance.
Mhm.
Like you can hold up, but you don't get many resources from owning it. Mordor in this one is like that, where you don't get many points. This is actually going to be really boring to hear for everyone involved. Let me try to excite it up a little bit.
I could just act excited when you say it normally.
Okay, that would help
Yeah.
because it's got 2 points of
Holy
entrance,
shit.
but they're both stronghold points, which gives you +1 on defense rolls.
Plus one.
And if you put a captain on each of them, you get another +1. So you can roll a fucking 2 with 1 dice, get a 4, and you can just really hold out there. Like you can hold out so
You know
hard.
what?
You can turtle
Actually,
up.
now that, especially since you said turtle up, I'm on Cash's side all of a sudden because I remember a very similar play style for Age of Empires 2, where it's like, I love a
Battle
good
of
long haul
attrition.
game, but sometimes, there was a period where when we were playing Age of Empires 2, that I'm 99% sure that your path to victory was just, Sam has a kid. I don't. I can outweight him. That was it.
Absolutely.
That was
I couldn't
your
build
path
the
to victory.
quickest.
You're a scumbag.
couldn't-
You're like a human scumbag for doing that.
I couldn't build armies as fast
You're
as
like,
other
hey,
people. I couldn't
Sam's
manage to-
not going to be able to play for 6 whole hours. So all I'll do is just hold up, and he'll have to go because he's got commitments in life.
Well, that wasn't necessarily I never planned to be there for 6 hours. I'm just,
You plan to be there for
More-
longer than me, is what it was.
it's more of like the best offense is a good defense. So I'd make 8 layers of walls.
Mhm.
And then I, before the game started, go, guys, wouldn't it be fun to do like regicide where you have to get the king or whatever? And then I just build little escape tunnels everywhere. So even if you
On
finally
Black
break through
Forest?
you break through my defenses, you're never going to find my final units. They're on a boat somewhere, or they're, I love when it's like you have to kill every last villager and then just hiding for 2 hours,
Yeah.
building little colonies, getting them up, having one behind another person. They don't even know you're there, gathering strength. It really annoys people and they will eventually give up.
They will. Yeah.
And then you win.
Yeah.
And nobody's happy about it but you win.
It's true. It's also unfair because it feels like I'm not just playing against Poob. I'm playing against Poob, who's teaming up with my
Father
wife,
time.
who
Yeah.
she comes in and goes, "Hurry up, get off the fucking game." I'm like, "What are you guys in fucking cahoots? Are you trying to make me
I can't
lose?"
find him. I can't. Yeah, I'm texting Abby.
Yeah.
Like,
Sam's
man, he's
been
been down
playing
there for a long time.
Sam's been playing this Age of Empires game for a long time, really neglecting his household chores.
He was just saying that he could be down here all night if he wanted to because he's the man of the house. And he's not afraid of you anymore. He has video games now. I'm his new wife. Yeah, that it is awesome when she comes in with the assist.
Yeah. But,
Or when dinner's ready.
dude, we're creeping up on that 28 minutes, dude, till I gotta go. It's Taco Tuesday today. Okay.
Well, then it's time to taco about something awesome so we can give these viewers
You want to?
just a really strong
This
finish.
isn't a strong finish, maybe, but I did get absolutely trump carded by some kids from Spain, some little kids.
That's less Finnish and more Spanish.
Yeah.
Where do I come up with this stuff?
Madeline was upset because on the Nintendo Switch she couldn't play Mario Kart, and she was like, "Dad, the Mario Kart's not working. It won't let me." And with a little kid, they just see the window pop up and go like, well, "This isn't the game." Like they don't fucking read it.
Yeah.
But I bought it on like the digital marketplace, so I don't have like a physical game cartridge. I just bought it off the thing.
Yeah.
And apparently somebody got my password. These little kids from Spain. They got the password. They added their 2 switches. They added 2 switches to my account. And then they loaded my virtual game onto their Switch. And then preemptively removed the second switch that they added. And so when I would go to play it, I'd go like, I want to load the virtual game. I want to load Mario Kart back on my Switch. It was like, you can't because it's already on a Switch on your account. So you need to deactivate it from that one and put it on this one. And in order to deactivate it and put it on there, you need to have them in the same room. And I was like, okay, well, it says right here from the IP, this kid's like in Spain. There's no way I can get it. And so I was like, I'll just remove them from the network or whatever. And it was like, you can't remove them because you've already removed a Switch this year. You need to wait a whole year.
Oh my God.
I was like, why did they add 2 and already remove one? They did a sacrificial join. They joined up with a sacrificial Switch and then removed it preemptively, knowing that I wouldn't be able to cock block them for a year.
What a dumb like
loophole. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I had to sit there on the phone actually calling Nintendo.
These kids are being really mean to me.
These kids stole my Mario Kart. And the person was
That's
actually
why physical copies rule.
The person was actually very helpful. But and
those little Spanish bastards, I'll help you get them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
And they had little cute names for their Switches and everything on the network. I felt really bad because it was like they had little hearts and stuff in their names. And then I was like, you know what, fuckers, buy your own shit, okay?
Can you also report their accounts?
Yeah, I should have asked for like the worst possible punishment for them.
I think you should probably just IP ban them from all network.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of them had played a bunch of Fortnite apparently on my. I didn't even know you could link Fortnite onto a Switch. And there they were playing.
Did they get
Fortnite.
you any skins or anything?
I don't think so. I think they were doing their own account on my account.
Oh.
They had linked their Epic account to my thing somehow. I was like, what the fuck? But honestly, I don't
find out how to log into that.
Do you have a Switch? Do you have anything Nintendo?
No.
That shit's a fucking scam. The Nintendo has sucked since the N64. Okay. I remember GoldenEye. I remember playing.
This is a pretty boomer take, but I'm
It's
gonna
a boomer.
hear you out.
You know why? I think it's bullshit. Actually, the GameCube. Wasn't the GameCube Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was their last good console. Since then, it is like if you go buy, let's say the old Mario Kart. Not even they just came out with a new one. If you go buy the old one, I'm pretty sure it's still $60 fucking. They are insane with their pricing. They think that shit is worth MSRP forever and always. They don't care about maintaining the community for it or whatever. They never. There's no sales. There's never a sale.
Their sales are, if they have one, it's like here's $3.
Yeah, $3 off or something. I got my Switch and then I went to go look at the store and everything was just flat $60. And I was like, there's no way. There's fucking no way. I think one of the best things I've ever done in my gaming life was go from console to PC because I've been having a blast playing Backrooms Escape Together. I played that like for the past 2 nights. Hold on. Let me see how much this is. $7.99.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me for a full ass game?
I've been playing Clover Pit and Super Bonk or Mega Bonk or something. 2 $8 games. I've put in like 30 hours.
Dale and Dawson's $3.99. Are you kidding me? I've had more fun in Dale and Dawson's than I ever had on Mario Kart.
They even have free games.
Yeah. Oh wait, these are the sales going on right now. But like, wait, there's a sale?
Sales all
there's
the
a
time.
Steam sale. What? Yeah, autumn sale.
Hold on.
What?
Autumn sale.
Hogwarts Legacy, $12. That game came out last year. When did this come out? This thing's it's $11.99 right now. If this was a Nintendo game, it would still be like $70 somehow. This came out in
about to
2023.
Drop a fucking rack, dude.
I might have to buy this. I don't even plan on ever playing it. I'm gonna have to buy it.
Pro consumer.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many games out right now I want to play. I've been playing Last of Us, which has been really fun. The new Dying Light. I don't know if we've talked about that. I think it's actually pretty damn fun. And there is co-op and stuff. I haven't tried it, but it's just, it's just like written like an Xbox 360 game, but the mechanics and stuff, and like
What do you mean
beating
written
the shit out,
like an X?
like the character's just like, fuck you, I'm gonna fucking come.
Don't
and then the girls
don't
the
you
girl's
remember the other Dying Light? Like
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's
still
like the most
he's still Kyle
iconic like
Crane.
80s shitty writing where the guy gets his hand cut off and then takes the big torch and puts it in to cauterize his stump and he goes, Crane! He like yells out your character's name. Like it's just ridiculous.
Well, Kyle Crane is back.
Well, Kyle Crane
He's back.
He had insane John Wick energy. I'm glad he's back.
And you know, it was cool, but also like a little humiliating was I was playing it and Techland, the company, came into my chat and they were like, how are you liking it so far? And I was like, it's pretty cool, but I didn't realize there was transmog where you can like, which I don't know, I feel in game. It's like you can make an item look like another one.
I don't like that.
Somebody had said, because earlier in the game I was bitching. This is what I do. I bitch about something, then I find out I can do it, and I bitch about that. But I was like, he's so ripped that I want him shirtless and jeans. But like, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so like, I kind of need to wear a jacket. And somebody said, you transmog. And I thought they were saying like a new slur. Yeah. I had no idea what they were talking about. And Techland came in there, and I'm like, more Tom of Finland. Like, it needs way more clothes that are revealing. It needs like tighter clothes, deep V's, all this stuff. Only clip from the entire stream. I had like 20 really good moments. Not a single person clipped it, but Techland clipped just me kind of shitting on their game and then being a little gay. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but hopefully it gets to the right people.
Yeah.
Also, another big gripe. You can buy fingerless gloves. They're called fingerless gloves. You buy them. He puts them on one hand. Okay, then why are they not called fingerless glove?
Yeah.
You know, that just really pissed me off. And I let them know it. I was too afraid to tell them that I actually do harbor a grudge for their company because when Dying Light 2 came out, they said that they were going to send me a pair of Dying Light fingerless gloves. And I've never been sent like a thing from a company, you know?
Yeah.
Except for Voodoo Rangers. Like the only people that ever sent me like a physical thing. And I never got those fingerless gloves. And I was too afraid when I had probably the CEO in my Twitch chat, not just like a PR person, to bring that up. But besides that, I think the game's pretty good. Kyle Crane is very just like, you're going to make me unleash the beast, Crane. He's always like, Crane, which is very cool. And I think I don't know, I just think it's fun, like, beating the shit out of zombies. I feel
honestly, if they make a bad version of that game, it's 100% their fault because the formula is just like it's impossible to make a bad version of that. I feel like a melee
like
zombie
parkour
game,
zombies.
Yeah, like I would
like,
think
it is a little. I'll say a little too scary at nighttime. They're making me look like a fucking pussy because multiple times on stream, I've just sat hiding in a corner for like 30 real life minutes to get through nighttime because it's really scary. They made the zombies that chase you are faster than you.
Oh, yeah.
And they made nighttime really dark. And it's just scary.
Yeah.
And you can get to safe houses and sleep through the night, which it could be 1 p.m. and I'm like, well, might as well just sleep till morning real quick.
I'm here. I might as well get a solid
sometimes
8.
a mission will take too long and I'm like caught out.
Yeah.
And it's too scary.
I've noticed that in the Dying Light, like the first one, they would make missions sometimes end where it's like, and then the sun goes down and there you are back into the world. And you have to rush back. I didn't like nighttime either. It was scary.
I have a side mission that's like, get this legendary crossbow. I'm like, awesome. That's like Daryl from Walking Dead. Yeah, you have to hunt this thing called the Yaga, like the Baba Yaga, and it only comes out at night. Okay, no thanks. I'll never get that item. I'll never do that mission because it's really scary.
Yeah.
Feels real. Feels like real zombies are chasing me.
I don't like that feeling
It's
in a
too
game
scary.
where something's directly behind you and you're trying to get away from it. And, that's a lot of that
Gives me
Backrooms
butterflies.
game. But that Backrooms game was very cheap. So that kind of offsets a little bit of the uncomfortable fear that I have. But there's a lot of moments where I'm like running in that game and then you like turn around and your guy physically turns and you lose your momentum and then you see something going like, like running to you really quick.
Yeah.
And it makes you panic.
Scary.
Yeah, anything where something's chasing me. Have you ever had those dreams where something's chasing you and you can't quite fucking move fast enough? You can't get speed?
In my dreams, I'm a beast that does the chasing.
Oh, you're the alpha male chasing down.
I simply say lucid dream, and then I become the monster.
Whoa.
So
And what are
no,
you
I have
chasing?
no fucking idea. Like my own fears and inabilities.
That's pretty.
I'm chasing a little tiny version of myself.
That's pretty awesome. I always had this dream that I was on a beach and I was a very small. It was just me trying to run through like the wet sand, and there was a big crab chasing me.
It's actually quite interesting. I feel like most nightmares take place at night.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. Most of mine have.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid of the dark.
Oh no,
I'm not anymore.
I've always had this thing where like I always imagine if circumstances were different, like all these things that you consider just like, whatever, it's just a dragonfly. Like imagine being a bug and dragonfly hunting you. That thing's like a fucking attack helicopter.
It's a precise hunter.
That's scary.
No escape.
That thing just hovering down, like looking for you. It can see in any direction. Their eyes are huge. It's got 6 legs that are just like grab you, and then I don't know. There's a lot of terrifying stuff if you're small. And I feel like a crab is also it's like a big tank. That's
I have
scary.
more empathy for lettuce due to shitting on him, but I bet the world is so scary
I know. Yeah.
for people.
Well, that's why
6 feet
empathy
tall.
is so important. You have to really consider like what people that are under 6 foot, like what they deal with. And things like dragonflies just aren't little whimsical,
Dragonfly!
they're not whimsical
Run!
little insects to them. That's a real fear. They have to worry about what if 2 of them come together and pick me up and fly me off into the sunset?
Whoa!
What if a praying mantis eats my face while I'm sleeping because I'm under 6
What if
foot?
my friends isn't there to protect me?
Mhm.
My big, strong.
Yeah. What if you don't
6
have someone
foot
over
even.
6 foot to keep the buzzards at bay? Because otherwise a buzzard will come pick you up, fly you off. And
It's true. It's scary.
I think it's important that we
So you
we
have
do
a lot of
think of those
nightmares where
people.
you're really tiny.
Yeah. I think it's because
your
of
big
how much
fears.
empathy I have for other people. I go like I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna pretend I'm one of them. And in my dreams I shrink 2 inches and then I'm 5'11". And boy, the world
Yeah.
gets horrifying with those crabs towering over me. And
Just a lot of mindset twists this day. I'm going to have more empathy. I'm going to bring Peanut at TwitchCon one of those little spiked neon jackets.
oh yeah,
To keep
like a
away
hawk jacket for that you would put
Yeah.
on like a small cat.
Yeah, just to keep away more predators.
I think that we should buy multiple. We
I
should
think they would really appreciate that.
yeah. Get multiple of those, give them out to all of our
It's like a
smaller
little
friends.
punk rocker jacket.
Yeah, you look cool. You look
Keep
cool.
you safe.
Give you these
I'm
little
worried.
rubber shoes too in case the pavement gets hot.
Little hat with a spinning reflector on it.
Yeah.
Just keep birds away.
Yeah, yeah.
They just don't like that kind of stuff.
Have you seen those little spinning things that they have at cafes so like flies don't get on your food?
No, that's cool.
It just sits over your plate and it just spins a little
Oh,
bit. We'll just get like a 6 foot tall one and just put it over
Yeah.
them. It'll keep birds and stuff at bay.
we'll be the new security guards.
Mhm.
We make an oath to keep every single patron at TwitchCon safe, no matter what.
Yeah. Well, we're cool like that.
I really hope in like 2 weeks we're not just like, oh my God, it was fucking, it was a bloodbath. Oh my God. 2 weeks from now,
There's
in
footage
memoriam,
from they're like piecing
to the
together
former-
footage of
Yeah.
every like after a big event like that happens, like a shooting or something, all the clips start coming in where people are trying to
Yeah.
like how many different angles have you seen of 9/11? Like there's a million. Everybody's
6.
piecing together footage and it's in every single one you just see us playing dead, like moving bodies on top of ourselves. Yeah. drawing
My
X's
little-
on my
Yeah, I was
eyelids.
gonna say my little X's.
Yeah. Yeah. But no,
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. It'll be completely safe, guys. God.
If you have to do an in memoriam for me, please keep it classy.
Yeah.
Please, please. Keep it classy. And donate my next month's Patreon to
Abby.
to a good cause.
Yeah.
Wait at least 4 days to replace me.
And if I go in a horrific fashion, don't keep it classy. Okay. I want you guys to make a stink out there. I want you, if I go, there
gonna
better
rile
be
us up.
no like, guys, this just happened. You can't make jokes about it. I expect a joke the moment it happens. Okay. I want people to laugh at my expense.
Corpse desecration.
Yes. I don't want there to be a single tear shed for me. I want there to just be giggles. Okay. If you find like some footage of me getting shot and going like, oh, like crying or something, make something out of it. Something funny. And
make it into like a GIF.
Yeah, make it like a funny little emote in somebody else's stream or something.
Make it what are those even called anymore? The where you buy a picture with like Bitcoin or whatever, the shitty little,
I forget
what were those called? They're everywhere. It's like, I bought a monkey that's like,
yeah. All I can think of is they would always say like it's non-fungible. I'm like, what does that even?
Oh, well, thank you. NFTs.
Oh yeah, okay.
They're non-fungible tokens
Yeah.
or whatever.
That word.
Make them an NFT.
Have you ever seen people that are like, they have an actual like visceral reaction to the word moist?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the word moist. That word fungible, it concerns
You don't
me.
like?
I don't like the way it rolls off the tongue. I don't like the way it's spelled. I don't like its usage. And everybody tried explaining to me like NFTs, like this is their purpose. I'm like, the word fungible is used too much for me to even get behind it. I don't care if it cures cancer at that point. The word's wrong. The word that's being used is wrong. And
Make that a different F word and we got a deal.
yeah. And I remember my mom having this like weird hatred of one of her bosses. And she would always come up with like reasons to not like, it wasn't even a real reason to just like have a distaste for someone. She would come home and be like, this fucker used the word, he used the word segue at work. That's not a word you say. That's a word you read. There's certain words that are only typed. You don't say those words. You don't say segue in common language. Well, I feel like fungible is not something that's ever supposed to be verbalized. Okay. I didn't know what she meant at the time, but now I know.
Apple did not fall far from the tree.
You don't
These are
say
book
fungible.
words.
Okay. That's a reading word, not a saying word. And there's a couple other words like that, I feel like.
Do you ever try to work in a word that you read and just don't have the confidence to pull it off?
Well, like
or you say
last
it wrong
episode,
and you
that
get
Flesh
clowned?
Simulator guy, he said Fresnel. And I was like, oh, I thought it was like
Oh, yeah.
Fresnel. And he was like, no, it's Fresnel. And that's why I've never said that word before.
Well, it's a book word.
Yeah, that's a reading word. You're not supposed to say
Keep it on the pages, buddy. You get the fuck out of our studio.
Yeah. And vis-a-vis, I think, is also like a, yeah, you just read that.
Etc.
Yeah, you just read that shit. Don't say it. ...
You don't say that. Okay, you read it.
No.
I feel like speaking of that guy, I feel like we could have prepared a little bit better. I re-looked over the notes.
Mhm.
My one note for him was, do you think ancient Egyptians helped us like build something? Like they like basically are they the smart ones and not aliens?
Yeah.
And when I asked him that, he was just like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, I did get the feeling that he's not.
Ancient aliens aren't really, they're not doing as much.
No, I
compared to
get the feeling
ancient
that guy
Egyptians.
doesn't really. He's not like a joking type guy. He'd be like, no, of course not. What are you,
I should have
stupid?
prepared more like scientific questions. Like, it's not really what I went to school for, but like, can science help? Is it good, or can I just keep using religion?
Would he have an answer for that?
Probably nothing I'd like to hear. Nothing good come from his answer. I should have gone more religious.
Yeah.
Seems like a guy that would like religion a lot.
You think? No, I don't think so. No. No way.
Oh, never mind. We had Wendigoon on.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, we ever really had, like...
A super religious guy.
Yeah.
I think Wendigoon, he did have a certain... I do like it when someone is able to at least joke about the source material. Some people hold it in such high regard that they won't even discuss it. But when people keep their faith and are willing to fully dissect the source material, I'm fine with that.
We should have a pastor on.
Yeah, a lot of pastors are not that way. Yeah. But
because it can also be funny that way.
It can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, comment down below your local leaders,
yeah,
and we will try to get one of them on the podcast.
Yeah, get us your funniest pastor, and we'll have
like a hip one that's like, guys, I know this stuff sounds silly, but
do you remember when Twitch was it was called Justin TV, and there was that guy Brother or something that we would go harass him. He was a self-proclaimed pastor, but he was just like a guy that was like 25. And you could tell he had a rough childhood, and he was like, "This book helped me get out of county jail or something."
I don't remember that at all. Was I part of that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was back when it was Justin TV, and he would just sit there and he would have his Bible in his hand, and people would just ask him, and he'd be like, "All right, man, let's pray together." And he would just open up the Bible and be like, Corinthians 5, like you could tell he didn't really know it.
Filled with book words. I mean, I shouldn't even utter some of these.
You could tell he hadn't really read it, you know. But he just believed it.
God.
And so I would just ask him crazy questions. I'd be like, you know, kid born in the middle of nowhere, never heard of Jesus, dies horrifically. Does he go to heaven too? And he'd be like, I don't see why not.
Like, hey man, doesn't hell seem kind of like overkill for like most people? Like forever?
Yeah.
Forever tortured?
Forever?
Like tortured forever. Like and ever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah. For like minor stuff. Even like loose murder, I feel like you shouldn't get tortured.
Yeah, you hit someone with a car on accident.
Even if you like just kill a guy, I'm almost like forever.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe like 1,000 years.
Like, that even seems overkill, but
that seems like if
you're being real Old Testament about it, I guess 1,000 years.
10 seconds into being tortured by demons, I'd be like, I get it, I fucked up. Okay, like I will never do anything like that again.
Yeah. But and then there's also cases like Jeffrey Dahmer. I think he lit Jesus into his heart right before he was killed.
I forgive myself. Does that work?
I think that could work.
Get ordained and be like, how about 100 Hail Marys? And I'm just like off the hook.
Yeah, if Dahmer's gonna be in heaven, like there's nothing I could do where I wouldn't be there too. Okay. I feel like if Dahmer makes it in, then hell has to be a fucking wasteland with nobody in it. Because then the bar can't be too high to get in. What if Jesus is actually very chill about it and he's like, sure, dude, whatever.
Yeah, it seems pretty harsh down there. Not gonna lie, seems a little overkill.
You read the Bible like multiple times. You didn't vibe with it, but like, I'm not gonna let you go down there. That place is wicked.
Did you see all the people that were like completely convinced the rapture was going to be like a week or two ago?
Yes. Yeah. I did see there was a...
How disappointed were you when we didn't get raptured?
Well, I only learned about it until the day after.
Oh.
And so I was like, ooh, they thought it was... They thought? I did see a guy that was like, I don't have work. He like called out of work for like the next 2 or 3 days or something. And he's like, I know I don't have to go back. And he was like so happy about it.
That's awesome.
And then I knew, dude, him clocking back in on Friday must have been the saddest return to work ever.
I was trying to find like ways to like buy shit off these people. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I believe you. So like, you got like a car I could borrow or
Yeah.
something. Like, the car's looking pretty grim, but I don't know how many people in my immediate area were planning on getting raptured versus just people I saw on TikTok.
Yeah. I feel like
Saw a lot of people out in the woods, like all cheering, and then it was just a super awkward. Like after like 5 minutes, they're like,
oh,
fuck. Well, back to the house.
yeah.
Okay. That's just letting yourself down.
It is sad to get roped up into that stuff. Do you remember when they thought, was it like JFK Jr. was returning at Austin like 4 years ago? There was people like in Austin I think it was in Austin where JFK was shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wasn't it Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas. Okay. Yeah, because it was outside the Dallas Book Depository or something. They were there at the place where he was shot, waiting for the return of JFK Jr.
But imagine if they were right, how good that'd feel. And he's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, he just comes like hops out of a limo. What's up, guys? If he had hopped out and he got his fucking head blown off,
immediately killed it.
yeah, that would have been super cool. But that would have been as close as you could get to like like the government killed JFK the first time, is if he hops out and another shooter from the same building kills JFK Jr.
We've been waiting for years, asshole.
Yeah.
If something like that ever happens, I'll put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If like Elvis Presley's like, oh, I'm the king again, I'd be like, okay. All right. I'll start going to church.
Yeah.
But at that point, is it too late?
No, it's never too late. Remember, Dahmer, right before he died.
Like, I feel like it depends on the religion, maybe, but I don't know. If people did get raptured, I'd be like, what the hell? And I'd be pretty scared to die because I don't want to be tortured.
What percentage
forever.
of the population do you think would get raptured? Like lifted up?
Like biblically, or just is the Bible? What even is the rapture like? I saw somebody say it's like a new age concept, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. I think if it was like really like the purest, maybe like point something % of people would
get pulled up.
Yeah, like probably a lot of babies.
Yeah.
Anyone that's never bought an NFT maybe goes up there. It would do interesting things to like just the world. It'd give a good shake up if like a lot of people got raptured.
Yeah.
Housing market would be interesting to see what happens to that.
It's, this rapture thing. I'm starting to.
A lot of estate sales.
All of a sudden, I might be kind of rooting for one next time.
Yeah. A lot of patrons that left auto subscribe.
Traffic lighten up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Traffic. Ooh.
Airbnb prices lower. Yeah.
Prices, everything.
Shit, dude. I think we should convert more people to Christianity and then hope that rapture thing, like, we ourselves, of course, not get too into it. We want to stay when the rapture comes, but
my landlord, my mother-in-law,
guy with a huge house and a lot of cool trinkets.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you should come to our church.
Hey, David Lynch's kids. Guess we heard of Christianity. Could be pretty cool.
Could be.
Anyone that's ever been on Architectural Digest.
Yeah.
What about you just pray a couple times just to be safe, because you never know.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Before I go, it's 5:02. Before we end this, I do have one final thing to say. One final big gripe. One big angry dump before I leave. Skate came out. Like it's actually out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shit on how bad it is or the fact that the only clips you see from it are not people skating, but skydiving simulations, basically. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is, one, when I launch the game on my computer, it makes me blue screen every time. So I have to blue screen first. I've updated my drivers and everything. That's not fixing it. I don't know what it is. It makes my computer blue screen. That's not my problem. Skate is a game where there is no winning. it's like a, hey, I have some time to kill. I just want to hang out, play it. It's not, you can't fucking play it on Steam Deck. That game is built to be on Steam Deck. Like that, isn't that the perfect Steam Deck game?
I don't even know why I fucking have a Steam Deck.
Ew. That is the perfect game to just load it up and be like in a living room with someone and just be like, hey, pass it back and forth. Or just like I'm mindlessly playing something, not paying attention.
Yeah.
Why the fuck can't I play it on Steam Deck? It's because they put kernel anti-cheat on a skate game?
What is fucking happening
Why?
to us? What's happened to games?
Always online for a skate game? Why?
It's stupid, and it doesn't even look like the old skate games.
I don't care about that, really. I mean, but
I care a little bit, but not enough to get really riled up.
I
Always online is stupid.
That is stupid. I don't care about the cosmetic shop. Whatever. Have the cosmetics in there. Sure, take like the entire premise of the previous skate games made a lot of sense. The game looks like you're being followed by a camera, and so they made the cameraman's actually a person in the game. You're being followed by your cameraman. He's the guy that tells you, hey, we should go over here and do this mission because that would look great for like Thrasher magazine. He's your cameraman. He does all this stuff for you. He's your companion on your way to becoming pro. And in this game, they're like, you know what, get rid of him and let's make a floating like guilty spark thing from Halo named V that just goes, oh, you're shredding. Whoa, you're shredding so good.
I haven't played since they added that.
Why?
It's a little claptrap.
Yeah, they added a little claptrap lady. I'm like, you know what? She didn't have to be there because you had a cameraman before. You had an entire reason to have a disembodied voice before, and it was the dude following you. Yeah. And I don't know what the.
And I'd rather a man be behind me, if I'm being honest.
You should be able to custom. I don't even care, honestly. I would rather actually there be complete silence.
I'm used to having a man right behind me, and I just want to get back to that.
Yeah.
A woman robot?
No, not on my watch. Especially one that fucking annoying. If you're going to engineer a robot,
it should be badass.
Well, you should be able to take the annoying parts out of it. Like it constantly talking. Actually, there is a setting for that. You can go shut up and you can. I've seen so many videos of people going like turn V's voice down to nothing. And then still, for some reason, when you pass by stuff, she might chime in sometimes. Or during like a mission or something like that, might chime in a little bit.
What a disappointment.
What
a disappointing game. I hate like always online shit. Not even for myself, but I feel for my brother who, God bless him, he's a gamer, but he lives out in the woods and he doesn't have Xbox Live or these things. He doesn't have a computer. And the quality of games he's been able to play in the last 15 years has just gone down and down.
By the way, I saw this brother's house, didn't I?
Yeah.
He lives
at a new house. No, he lives at a new house that is like genuinely out there.
Oh, okay.
And the house he lived at before that was also like well water. Like just surrounded by woods.
Yeah, but like it was still on a road with like other normal houses.
No, I'm saying the house before that one and after. He only lived there for like 2 years.
Gotcha.
He doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah. I'll tell him to get a Steam Deck and he can play Skate all he wants.
I think he could have had internet, but I don't think, I don't know if it's. He's a guy that he can play a single player game for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
if you were to choose a game that you just just dedicate to, no internet connection.
Christ.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Is that
Peggle?
That takes away like, you can't do like
takes away a lot of options
or Rust or something where you could sit there and play it forever.
Yeah. I was going to say like, those were my first two thoughts. Like something I could not even have a lot of fun on, but just could play for a long time.
Yeah.
Christ, I don't know. I mean,
that's right.
If they made like a new Slay the Spire that was really good and had more stuff in it, maybe
Minecraft or something. If there's like a
Yeah.
an equivalent Minecraft that I haven't played, then I'd
Like a Total War Bannerlord, maybe. But God, I get so fucking bored after. I would just start, that'd probably be good for me. I'd probably just start going outside and doing shit. Probably like get some shit done around the house.
Yeah.
How's my lighting? As
It's
the sun's
slowly
gone
getting
down?
worse and worse.
Yeah, I can see that I'm becoming shrouded.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
So
well,
I'll see you guys later.
guys. Next episode, I'll be back from Paris. So, bonjour and c'est la vie. And hopefully, I'm like still alive.
Mhm. And next month, I think we might have maybe an in-person episode, possibly. At least some
Yeah, guys,
in-person
potential
footage
for
to
something.
put onto an
Yeah.
episode. That's the bare minimum.
At least a picture,
Yeah, at least some footage.
which is 1,000 words.
But I'm
videos 1,000 pictures.
I'm hoping also a podcast, but we might get incredibly drunk. We don't know. We'll figure it out ahead of time.
Yeah, guys, potential for something, probably nothing.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind and just be excited. Get excited for it.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the flippy.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.